guess I'll just. Hold on, don't start taking it. First of all, and you know why, especially with Johnny, why punk metal? You know. That's what we were talking about one night. That you do punk metal.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just what they used to call crossover. You know, it's just the 80s hardcore punk into the metal, like the thrash, like the Anthrax and your, you know, Nuclear Assault and stuff like that. I mean, you can see those bands, they'd wear a t-shirt that said agnostic front. It's like, you know, and then you just go look that up, and that's how they did it back then. And that's, you know, and that's the punk metal, you know.
You be good.
I hated it.
It's alright, they'll be ugly.
Yes! Saw you! Move here. I'm trying to get you ready. Next time I'll get you ready.
Alright, we'll go ahead and start off with you, Johnny. Influences.
Influences, movies, like the Ramones, SOD, MOD, Gnostic Front, Sick of It All, Judge, list goes on, COC, you know, Crowbar, everything from that, you know, all of it. Dr. Seuss.
Mashed in there.
Yeah, mashed in
I heard that. That's nice. That's a nice.
Just love it all. Yeah.
Just life itself.
Put it all in there.
I heard that.
There's one big angry child.
Alright. Moss for Dirty South, what's your?
I don't know.
You don't know?
It'd be hard to say, man. They're fast. Anything from the slowest shit you ever heard to the fastest thing. I never really believed in genres. I believed in blending everything together.
Well, like,
I thought that was the most fun philosophy.
what grooves, you know?
I don't really have a groove or genre. I mean, I don't have a favorite nothing. I'm just kind of...
Just listen to
I'm
everything.
winging it. I'm not mature. I just learned how to behave in public. I guess that's how I did music the same way. I just learned how to not run people off.
That would be your kid.
Do that now.
Alright, Tiff, what's y'all's influence?
Well, the guys are probably into a lot of different stuff than I am. My biggest was Minor Threat, mostly because it was someone that was like fast in your face. It was like almost like they were shooting a gun, just like bullets flying at you. And I wanted to do that. I was real into Wendy O. Plasmatics was so fucking badass. It was a chick that just did not care to show herself off to be who she was. But my stage presence is actually heavily influenced by Karen O of the AAS. Mostly because you don't see a lot of females doing a lot of punk rock now, but she brings it in a different genre. But that woman will chew up grapes and spit them in your face and crawl across stage in a heartbeat, and I fucking love that, and that's what I do. So.
Okay. I like that. Alright. Move on. Alright, I already asked you about punk metal. Why y'all? You know? Moss?
What are you asking now?
Punk metal, punk rock, you know, why getting in this genre instead of...
I don't know, man. I don't really feel like I got into it. I felt like it got into me. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't find it. I found something, or it found me. I don't know. But all of a sudden it was there, and it didn't go away, and I don't think it's ever going to. I think I'm pretty much stuck. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I ain't gonna fuck myself.
I gotta agree with Moss. I kind of was just looking for somewhere that I felt like I fit in. I was super fucking nerdy. I had a lot of friends, but they weren't really friends. And then all of a sudden I started going out to shows, a lot of punk, a lot of metal, a lot of hip hop, like just everything. I just wanted to be somewhere where I felt like I could be me. And I found that in music in general. You know, just somewhere where I could go out and kind of shed that nerd, but still be that nerd. You know? So,
Nice.
yeah.
I like that. I think we're all here nerds.
Yeah, it's
A little
true.
bit. You know,
It's true.
I mean, huge, but
Apparently my blood stole the show.
hey, I work with Bad Romeo. We constantly have people, so we know about that. All right. Let's go on to the names. Queen City Rejects. You know, who came up with the name? Why?
I had this name floating around for a while only because he didn't like Gorilla Fist. No, but I mean, it's like Queen City Rejects is I mean, without sounding like, you know, we all are. I mean, it's like, you know, with what's going on at times, what's going on with this right here, you know, I mean, it's like, we're the fucking scum, Sean. We're the Queen City Rejects, you know, I mean, and it's like, it's they don't want, you know, the hoity-toity, you know, they don't want that either, you know, they don't want what we are. They don't want art. They want, you know,
I want apartments and condos.
yeah, you know, in an art district. That's stupid.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, it's like, and you know, Queen City Rejects. It's what it is. It's what we are. You know, and it's just like Dirty South Revolutionaries. We talked about that one time. I mean, it's more than just a name. It's what you are.
Yeah, I did a lot of cocaine.
Oh my gosh.
I'm clean now. A little
No.
harder to live. All that anxiety and pain. That's why I wear all the black clothing. I'm emotional about it. That's right.
Look, I'm so like. There we go.
Okay. You ready? You rolling? Okay. Mine's Dirty South Rejects. Why? What? Why the name Dirty South Rejects?
Dirty South Revolutionaries.
Revolutionaries.
That's Queen. You got to mix over.
Yeah, I got it.
It's easy to do.
Yep. Alright.
We were really high on cocaine. Thought it'd be a good idea. We were kids. We were in an apartment, and you know, we wanted the time we were talking about. A lot of people think by revolutionary, they think like anarchist or you know some sort of deviation of the system. But we were trying to revolutionize sound. We were young and naive and thought we could do it.
Yeah,
We're still trying. We're still old and dumb and still trying.
the revolutionary part came because we didn't necessarily believe in being like over the top revolutionary, because people can always call us hypocrites and all that shit, because obviously we are, but the thing is that we're honest about it. But then at the time, it was about being more about being punk rock, hardcore, metal, and accepting everyone at that time. Because then, just like now, a decade later, it's still the exact same. People still act the exact same way. They try to close themselves off with genres. And the thing is, the reason why we started this band was to not be that. Maybe it's not revolutionary, whatever. I mean, you know, it doesn't. Some people outside of the band think about it more hardcore than we do, you know. But the thing is, that's how we started the band, just to be punk rock, hardcore, metal, anybody, just to get it all in there. And that's what we still stand for to this day.
Hope you're not typing all that.
Is it revolutionary? Maybe, maybe not, but I mean, it is what it is, you know? I mean, you can debate what revolutionary is all day long. The thing is, we know that we're not that great, but we try to unite everyone, and we always will, and we always will do it to the day that we die.
You definitely drew a crowd, that's sure.
I remember I can show y'all did. Long time ago, it was outside. It was actually like a protest or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
and I mean, it's like that was the first time I heard of you guys, and I'm like, this is what we fucking need.
We make the news that
Yeah.
taste.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I remember hearing it. You know, just moving
After being with the jail that day.
moving back to Charlotte from Wilmington. That's when I heard it. I mean, it's like I was like, this is what the fuck we need. You know, and now I think that, you know, from you guys started the next wave of what I talked about, like in the early 90s, mid 90s, the music community. I know I got in trouble for saying scene one time, but the music community, you know, and it's like you guys just kind of brought it out again. It's like, you know, and made it a family, and this is what we are right now. You
That's
know,
what we try to do.
I remember Johnny Dick, I'll take that as a
I'm
compliment.
saying, dude, that's what we try to do till the day we die. Man.
yeah.
All right, Tim. Why no anger control?
I actually joined the band after they formed it. Ruger Hassett, as our bass player, apparently actually needed anger control. And from what I've gathered from my bandmates is that when Jason first started, he was writing a lot of the songs for us, and he was kind of putting stuff together. And he said he had an anger management problem, and he's like, I have no anger control. And I guess it kind of went from there. So we're all kind of angry. Most of the stuff we write about is stuff that pisses us off. And so it just kind of stuck. Like we kind of want to fight back against everything that we see that is destroying our society. We all work in different places. I mean, I work with kids, and I see how. I know, right? I know what else can be wrong with them, but I kind of see what they deal with in life and what is going to be our future, and I'm kind of trying to get them angry. Not angry in a bad way, but like stand up for yourself. You know,
I get that.
don't let someone tell you what to do. Fight back, and if it means you have no anger control, then fuck it. Have no anger control.
I'm kind of seeing a pattern here, you know, rejects, revolution, no anger control, you know, kind of that.
I mean, that's
same-
why we all fit together. That's why
Yeah,
it's
really.
South Fest.
I noticed
That's
that.
why I put these bands on here like we did fucking 10 years ago. You know, a lot of those bands we had on a fest about a decade ago stood for this shit and they all fucking fell off. These guys still stand for that shit and so do we. That's why we put these motherfuckers on.
Lifers.
Lifers. When we get up on stage and we tell motherfuckers that we ain't stopping, that's because we've accepted our role. You know, like maybe we'll fail, whatever, who cares? Maybe we'll die being poor. We're still here.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
I mean, it don't matter, you know, the message is what the message is. When people come to to the Carolinas, they will know that this is our territory.
no, that's
When
my
they play with us.
Yeah.
And we're open to everybody.
Pissings.
No, it's not like that. It's open to
Yeah.
anybody.
Oh,
It
yeah.
does not matter your style.
That's
That's
what
why
I'm
we
trying
started
to do
bands.
with BigRay TV and
Black
everything
metal,
else.
fucking hardcore, punk rock, it does not matter.
Yeah.
We fucking preached that since day one. We got love for that when we started, and then we got hell for that. And now it's actually starting to get back to it because these guys, they understand, you know. It don't matter if we make it. That's not the point.
That's
The
where
point
the
is when people come to this town, they know what's up. It's all about love.
It's
It does
true.
not matter your style.
No, this
It's
fucking
true,
city
though.
you're in.
Yeah, exactly.
I came here
Dude,
3
who
years
gives a
ago for that
shit?
reason.
Your southern metal, your punk rock, your death metal, nobody gives a fuck. Your DIY, your underground, and we support you.
Exactly.
Yep.
Done. Till the day you die.
There is
If you're working
no
your
other
ass
place
off,
like this.
if you're working your
There is
fucking
no-
ass off, even if you have a record label, who gives a shit? So what? If you're writing music because you like to write music, so what? We're here for you. It does not matter. We don't fucking judge anyone. I don't give a fuck if they're like the biggest band on the planet. They're from here and they do what they love because it's from their heart. got your back.
None
The
of,
day you die.
none of us are doing this for the money.
Obviously.
That went out the window a long time
So
ago.
when you're happy that you make
Fucking
$150 on the show, you're
Even
not
if
doing
the
it.
fucking band that we've been hanging out with since day one became like the next fucking, I don't even know, like Pantera or Korn. Even if they became that band, as long as you stay true to your roots, we'll have your back till day one. I don't give a fuck how much money you make. If you stay true to yourself, we'll have your back.
I'll come hang out at the house. They make that much money.
Goddamn right.
Raiding the fridge and shit, right?
Don't ever talk shit about people on that level because you ain't never been on that level. And you ain't never been down. Like those people talk shit about people being down. You ain't never been there either. Don't ever fucking judge because you ain't never been there. Just love and accept. And let's roll and rock and roll, man. Let's have a party.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Yeah. I'm saying. Let's rock and roll to the day we die.
Do it about 10 seconds before then, so you can be peaceful for
At least for 10 seconds.
Well, I was gonna ask, you know, kind of what was y'all's vision, where y'all see yourselves, but it kind of seems, you know, y'all just want to do the music, you know, just to get it out there and show people that the Carolinas are big on music, you know, and that it doesn't matter what kind of music y'all do, y'all just want to do it. You know, is that
No, it's
pretty
true.
much y'all's vision?
That's true.
Exactly.
See,
Yes.
It's just what I do. I
the
don't
whole reason we even had this
Yeah,
fest
we
show
don't,
up.
we don't think about it.
The whole
anymore.
reason
Just do
even
it.
fucking DSRs to get there is because of this fest.
It's true.
And people tonight, they'll meet each other tonight. They're young kids.
We're gonna
They've
talk
never
about
talked to each other tonight. And they'll go up to each other and they'll start a band. And about 2 years from now, they'll take the fucking
He's exactly right.
singing by fucking storm.
You know? Yeah, exactly. It'll flip us all off.
Yeah, that's the whole reason we even do this shit.
I'm glad you got drunk. Now the interview's good.
Well, it's true.
It's philosophical now.
It's true, though. That's why we still do this. It's our thing. I don't care if anybody ever throws us away or whatever. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Me and Moss have already decided about a year or two ago that we're gonna die doing this. We
Y'all fucked
we
up.
don't
Y'all's
care.
Like, long ago.
Yeah.
You're in it for the long haul.
See, success it's all about matter of opinion. Doesn't even matter now. Don't even matter. Success when you're 22, 23 years old is definitely different when you're 30. It's a different story, man.
Grass is always greener unless you eat ass.
Exactly. Success to me is you guys talking about all the other bands that were on this fest. That is success to me.
Yeah, and every single one of them is.
And we put these bands on this fest for a reason, because we love these bands. Because they were fucking great. We've always done that since day one. Because they need people to see them.
Well, I know for us, we're big on the vinyl because vinyl just sounds better. Do you ever see your music going vinyl or would like to see it vinyl?
Yeah, oh yeah, but it costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
Trust me, we've been talking
Punk
about
rockers
doing
can't
that
afford
for
that
months.
shit, son.
Since the beginning, talking about
I'd probably put that shit on cassette.
Recordable CD.
I'm saying,
Go back to
Some
like
CDRs.
I know I've got CD from Johnny. I'll have to get one from you.
I'll actually email it to you. Less carbon,
He's
There you
right.
go. That'll work.
green shit.
Gotta throw the hippie shit in there.
Yeah.
That's
Good.
another thing.
Exactly.
That's another thing. Y'all been hearing about some of these bands going back to the set?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of bands go
Yeah, I'm
back.
actually, I got a guy in one of my other bands, Bass to Bass, they did that. They
Yep.
started putting out cassettes.
Going back to
I don't even own a cassette player, but if that's what people want to do,
Yeah.
more power to
Like
it.
a lot of people don't
break
have
out
their
the boom
players
boxes
on
again,
that.
man.
Let's make 8
80s
tracks.
boom box.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know some of y'all do it where y'all download the songs or whatever. How y'all feel about that between download versus selling your music? You know.
I make more money off selling it out of the damn merch booth, you know. I mean, to be honest, but I mean, it's all about making money. You want it to be out there, the internet's a great way to do it.
Say this, you can't fight it. It is what it is. It don't matter. It don't matter your opinion on it because it is what it is. You'd be like, oh, how do you feel about fucking these illegal downloads and all this shit? It don't matter. It still happens. So it don't fucking matter. Regardless, you can sit there and be like, oh well, illegal downloads, take all this shit. It don't matter. It still happens. So just like,
our stuff's never going to be.
It does nothing to fucking argue with. It's still happening.
Our stuff's never going to be in Record Bar or Camelot. I don't care how anybody.
Camelot even still open? Fucking old man.
I'm just saying.
Hey, that shows the time.
That's what I'm saying. None of that's. I don't care how anybody hears, as long as you hear it, and if there is a message to be heard and said, hear it. I don't. It's it's free.
So it's
Music's
pretty much
free.
about just getting the music out. Don't really.
But hell, you can be on your own record label now if you fucking pay enough money and get it out there. Yeah, you'll be good. Reap the benefits.
I mean, yeah.
There ain't no goddamn reason to be on a fucking record label. Even the biggest bands in history said that. Like fucking, I watched an interview with Motley Crue the other day, and the fucking guitar player was like, I don't understand why anybody's on a fucking record label nowadays. He's like, it's the stupidest shit on the planet. He's like, you can make so much money just off you just doing your own shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you're right. He's like, there's no point in being on a record label.
Most of us, I
And all the record labels are fucking dying off of that shit. That's why they fucking charge people $2 million for a fucking record label.
The last record label I was on sued us because we didn't make our money. So, fuck that. I'm not going to sue me. I just put it
They
out
try to
ourselves.
fucking put that like umbrella over it. Like, oh well, if you don't sign with us, then you won't play these big tours,
Yeah.
and nobody will ever hear of you.
And
that's bullshit because we know the big bands from around here, and they're already ready to go. Like, oh, yeah, you can come tour with us. Nobody cares.
Exactly.
And the money goes right to you.
Yeah.
And
So
most,
it's like it's complete bullshit.
and most of I noticed most of the record companies will not even pay for the tours.
No, they don't. No, they actually set you up with a booking agent, which is not even a part of the record.
Yeah, they won't even contact you.
They're like, here you go. Like you pay like $1,000 to get over there, and maybe they'll put you on good shows.
Yeah, you could do that by
maybe.
yourself.
But you can do that yourself. Exactly. If you're hanging out with the good people,
It's more about getting to know people. Like for me, being in the band, it's always been about getting to know other bands. That's what it is. Like that's who's gonna help you. It's not getting.
Well, and the other thing is, it does make it a little harder doing it yourself, going out on the road, and that's why, with Queen City Rejects, I mean, we are all in our fucking 40s, I mean, we'll get out there when it's, I don't want to say if it's worth it, but if we know we're going to get something back, at least to where we can pay our bills, if we break even, that's all we want to do. At the moment, that's why, we're just, I don't want to say weekend warriors, but, we take what we can get, and I mean, it's like.
hell, in the '90s, a band like this would have fucking popped off like nothing.
Yeah, no shit.
You know what I'm saying?
At least with a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, like fucking Queen City, DSR, fucking, 9 Neutral, done. I mean, we probably would dominate
Yeah, we've been
in the late
together.
90s. I mean, that's just truth.
It's true.
But
Dominating the local VFW.
it is what it is, though.
We need to have a.
See, I don't think it's a bad
Army
thing,
show.
though. See, I actually like the challenge. I like it better because it forces you to write better songs, and it forces you to be a better band. I kind of like it, like I understand, it is what it is, blah, 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 blah. The bands can't make it like this, whatever, who fucking cares? What is it about you that makes you stand out about everybody else? It makes you try harder. And that's not a bad thing if you're in a band. Like as a musician, you always want to try harder.
Y'all make me try harder.
You want to try harder.
I can't bend
I don't think, I don't blame our lack of success off of our generation, I like the challenge.
Yeah.
You know, every
If you didn't
generation
have a
always
challenge,
has
would
a
you really
challenge.
keep going?
Well,
But
yeah,
that
exactly.
challenge is
I
what
like a
pushes you.
challenge.
Yeah.
Like those bands, they're so successful. They had a challenge too. They were picked up by labels
Yeah.
right away.
Exactly.
Nobody cared about them.
Yeah, I mean,
I
years
like
ago-
it more now because it's more of a challenge.
Years ago,
I
that's,
like
that's
that.
the one thing I always liked was, you call it challenge, I call it the struggle. You know, it's like
Struggle.
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean it's like you don't know if you're paying your light bill. You don't know if you're going to be eating a ham sandwich or a hand sandwich. And
That's true, though.
part of it is actually fun, not knowing. But
Yeah,
it makes
I know.
you fucking work for what you want.
Gambling.
Yeah, it's a bloody
It makes you
crapshoot.
fucking think about the next song when you write it. You're like, is this song good enough?
Yeah.
It makes you fucking, like you said, is this song gonna be the hand song? Or is this song gonna be the fucking
Feed me.
Yeah, is this gonna feed me or what? Because it's still there. Because obviously, as the past has shown, you can still make it. And that's why we still play.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not fucking pulling any bullshit. We all know that we're probably gonna fail. but the whole reason, but the whole reason that we play is for that one moment. And all these motherfuckers that talk about all this bullshit, like, oh, I don't want to be there and I don't want to do this sellout bullshit. Once somebody came up and said, hey, you made it, they'd be like, oh, thank God.
Exactly.
They'd be like, oh, I got your bills paid.
You're
And
so
I'm like, your kids are taken care of. You got a house. We're good. Your kids
Who
is taken
doesn't
care
wanna
of.
take care of?
And you can play what kind of music you want. We got you. You're done. That's why we do it. Don't even bullshit. You know, hey, is it gonna happen? Fuck no. Of course
Well,
it's
we
not
still-
gonna
But
happen.
we're too dumb not to see
We still
thing to
fucking
do.
go because we were 80s and 90s kids.
It's true.
That's
Yeah.
our
That's
failure.
all we've known.
That's our failure. We still believe in that. But still, you should never give up because you never know.
You're not gonna teach anyone.
You never know.
I grew up with fucking Conan, dude.
It only takes that one band to do that one thing and the other band to follow them up.
Yep.
Exactly.
You don't get later paid on the couch.
Exactly.
All
It
right.
takes that one band.
All right, guys, let's wrap this up. I want you to, say what band, your name, band, and we'll have to play something different in the same band. So, all right.
Johnny Dick, Queen City Rejects.
Adam Lane, Dirty South Revolutionaries.
Johnny Moss, Nerd Gutter, Turd Cutter, Druids, Dirty South Revolutionaries.
Sif Tantrum, no anger control.